I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/kanister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. Yorion. Probably not supposed to, right? Claudio Mould. Ah, Sulfur Vents. What's false, rather? What does that mean? Chart could have been a thing in the ice, but chart seems better.
Simonex Kokanistrzak Jacklesi.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Lechi's good. Playing a single chart of course. Great card so far in the challenge. False, Forest, Beanstalk. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Let's go Pieces, and he goes Fable. I kill Fable, attack him with 2 Phoenixes. Only 1 spell, not nice, but... Grove's Ira. Is it some kind of a Niv deck? Eh. Sure. I'll pass. Kind of mid here, but... What is he searching for? Calls for, he doesn't have... Okay, because he has 40 more lands. I mean, probably Spell Piercing Dead is wise. He draws an extra card if he casts. He could search for Slaughter Games on Phoenix or something like that. Let's draw a Treasure Cruise. Yeah. That's not a cruise, I guess that's a death spell, but the wrong one.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Abrade DK, so that's probably Niv Mizzet, has to be. Jendrek Gabro, thank you for the subs. I'd like to draw Cantrips Cruise. Well. Interesting. So, like, it's better to save if I, you know, get to attack 3 times. The punish would be, what, like, Slaughter Games? He goes land, play Urine, that's good for me, because I get to attack with Phoenixes 3 times.
Control player.
Favorite streamer playing my favorite Pioneer deck Pog.
VTP Exile Yard Freedom Creature is also a punish. It's a Abrade DK deck, it's a Niv Mizzet deck, not a Enigmatic deck. Unless there is a Niv Mizzet Exile Graveyard monster. Oh, Pikesn, thank you very much for the sub. Also, hello Will. Just take extra turns. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to, but there's a chance they will be wasted. I'll pass. His last turn sacked. Extra turns into draw pieces, that's solid, yeah. Also, he's gonna be at exactly 8 mana, so it's possible he's gonna go Yorion. Grab Yorion, play Yorion right now. No, it's... Name is Reborn, sure. Kolgan's Command, Clotis, Growth Spiral, Abrade DK. Some cards. Alright, Clotis played. Could bounce in Wizard Reborn, but I want a land. I mean, maybe it's copy axe, honestly. But then, like, if I top deck pieces, that's so good. Or if I top deck crews, it's so good. This rolls higher. Can always flashback and copy axe next turn. Yeah, I guess returning axing right now to return Phoenix doesn't even do anything. So I shouldn't do that. You're right. I was like planning to do that, but that doesn't make sense. Yeah, you're right. Maybe bounce Cloth Erase. Nice turn. Yeah, pieces. Alright, I'll copy pieces. This could have lined up better, but I'm still hopeful. Triple Phoenix, so he gets 6 damage.
He's a phenomenal control player.
I know the pieces fits.
I know the pieces fits. Because I've seen the pieces fit. Anyone requesting Schism? Double queue today? No, single queue today. I have 16 minutes. I've been spending time on thinking a lot. Need to focus. Leyline bonding, okay. Does he not have a mountain? Yeah, he doesn't. Omnat. What are my thoughts on the new heroic deck with Monster Roll? It's slightly better than it used to be. It's okay. Up the Beanstalk with Leyline Binding is so gross, okay. I would say it's good, I don't know if it's gross. It doesn't make me feel gross, but... This doesn't look good. Are Doom X decks actually the worst? Bro, yes. Look at it, like haven't you seen the shit he plays? Why is there like a question that keeps appearing? It's obvious. What a hand. Do you think his deck actually plays Fable? Should play Thassa's Oracle as a way to win. People play Jace. The Mind Sculptor. Wielder of Mysteries, rather. Yeah, we had a Giga Fool. Should play Boros Reckoner as a way to win. Well, I could only deal 5 with it, right? So I don't know about winning. Wait, that's a different name, is it? Supreme. It looks giga goofy. Valky God of Lies. I feel like this game has slipped away from us. I feel like I actually lost it. Even. I would put it this way simply.
He's a
Right, don't need
phenomenal
gas.
control player.
3 and 6 months.
They want 4 counters. They want to trim a Trespasser only. Can cut Spikefield us. We've got 10 pieces misses. I'm not sure about Spell Pierce, honestly. Is cast worth it? Already got it. Spell Pierce doesn't actually look so great necessarily. I don't like to play against those like 5-color decks with Phoenix. It feels like they're playing unfairly. Instead of just being giga slow and not doing anything, they actually kill you. And that is kind of uncool. Will I be in Lille? Yes. Play something more proactive. Well, I'm plenty proactive. Have you seen how much mana I spend early? What does proactive mean exactly? Darwin's Vita, cool. Into Caryatid, okay. Good as not Beans. Beans is good against counter spells. But without these pieces in my hand, it's gonna be slow. Can you even play the Yorion? Again, Galvanic to copy Disdainful. Very true, my friend. Not sure if I should maybe keep events to connive.
He's a phenomenal control player.
This one is reborn, so it's the one that draws cards. So I guess good thing that he countered those pieces because I would have hit 5 lands anyways. Well, kind of a good thing. Slaughter games, sure. Did I decide if I prefer combination or no combination decklist? I like to have combination in my deck. Slaughter games, Treasure Cruise, sure. What a player. It seems odd, but sure. Maybe I should copy it up. I probably should have. But I want to copy something better. Like another Galvanic Iteration. Did I say combination or no combination? I was not paying attention. Now you will not know. Let's go, Visit Supreme. Bring to light 5 colors. T-Bald comes, Mick, Impostor. Sure. And he gets a drag, but I have Otawara, which is fine, I guess. Island and what? We got a BTL. Lucky. What are you getting for 5 colors? Is it just Niv Mizzet or do you have something better? Just Niv Mizzet, fine. Puts Clotties, Growth Spiral and Vanishing Verse. Actually, mono blanks, right? Those cards don't matter if this lives. So we could find Time Walk and just take 3 turns and kill Niv Mizzet. And kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't think I copy Sleight of Hand. Well, I'll choose Opt. Has a Vanishing Verse. This is gonna be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is not enough to kill. It's 1 too few if he goes for Vanishing Verse on the Phoenix. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. So I think like Negate is better. I don't know, maybe I get the Phoenix and I Iteration Axe, Niv, Springs up 1 to 1 with then up to 3 with 3 default threats in play. Takes away my copied iteration though from the graveyard with this. This Yorion. What can Yorion do? I don't know, brothers. Can find Time Walk if I put this on the bottom. Let's go Time Walk. I missed.
He's a phenomenal control player.
I should attack now, or I lost. Yeah, because you take the Drake now. Okay, yeah, that's bad. Cool. Alright, you won, congrats. The sand is not so good actually, but especially after the Phoenix draw, but la 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 la. Beans. Seems like it's the same deck again. YOLO. Those pieces is going to help me. You know, I just need to rip a land after it and then it's gonna help me unload my hand. How often do Phoenixes get stuck in your hand with only Shredders and Axe to discard? Never. Also have... a single Charda core, so... Please don't spread misinformation. It's Bean plus Yuri on a combo. You draw 2 cards for your beans. It's pretty good. What do I think about Gruul mid at the moment in the meta? I don't. I don't often think of Gruul mid. I want to draw an opt, which finds me another land that produces red, then I go impulse, impulse, attack for 9. Nice cantripping deck. Hello kanister, hello portable head. This game is extremely pathetic. Whenever I play games like this, I think what I should do is go back and reevaluate my keep. I think it should have been a mulligan. But I was gonna search for slaughter games, exile my phoenixes. 80% of players don't mull enough. Okay. Especially knowing a matchup, if you know that removal is not valuable, feel like if removal is valuable, then you can keep with removal. But when it's not... Gustavo can remove the Niv Mizzet as a blocker, which actually is valuable after I thought about it for a little bit. That's so many cards. Once again. I don't know if I should cut Shredder. Maybe I specifically want a Shredder on 2. But I just wanted to add the gas now too. A Phoenix is a possible cut, yeah. 5 2-mana counters is a large amount. So I'm not sure I really want all. Didn't they play Reap? I want to combine my deck. In the match we played, no Reap has been deployed. Spellpiece is not so good. This we're gonna mulligan. This is ugly, but I keep. Probably will put back a lightning axe. If I pass, my opponent is going to probably believe I have counter magic maybe. And play a bit slower anyways. This means no veto on turn 2, so I can freely pieces. Oj, Fotsis, o kurwa. Dragon School Summit, Fotsis, Hinterland Harbor, what a combination of cards. Time for a Leyline Binding, I guess. Sylvan Caryatid, okay. 6-mana Leyline Binding incoming. Maybe I could play... No. It's good, it's good. Next turn go Shredder, Connive the Phoenix. Definitely play the Drake. Bean, okay. 5-mana Leyline Binding. Dreadbore. Okay. Can draw a land. Okay. Well, I say okay, but it's actually kind of Monka Giga right now. More beans. And now I see a Leyline Bonding.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Smile.
Those are pretty powerful counter magics right now. pretty powerful. Like the bean against counter magic is super good. Maybe boarding in so many counters is not a solid strat, and I shouldn't. I probably shouldn't. I probably should board with way fewer. It's like maybe good to have 2 or 3. This is the supreme one. Sure, let's counter for tempo. Binding. Counter spells and things just seem cringe. Shredder into counters a strong plan versus mono green. Doesn't function against this, against the beans. Should play less counter spells in my deck, I think. We'll consider that. This is deck better with the combo or not, question mark. I like the combo. It's good. Then you either have no clock or no interaction. Well, against green it's a good plan, as I said. You play Shredder and you hold counters, so that works. You can cut more Phoenix, then you don't have that issue. But you need to have like threats that can reasonably win, which is not trivial. But of course there is the clear anti-synergy of Negate with Arclight Phoenix, yes. If you're playing Crackling Drake, it's like Negate gets stronger because you just need to protect that Crackling Drake for a turn to attack and win. What language is that? Niv Mizzet Reborn, cool. What's that Niv Mizzet being exactly 5-5, 6-6 versus Axe? Tough. But also Davin's Veto. Yeah, with Beans this matchup looks just kinda bad. Bro just hanging like with Viorion in Companion Zone and 13 cards in hand. Cool. Did Claudio win like a challenge yesterday with it? No, Boros Aggro, Boros Convoke. Whose idea was it to give up the Beanstalk draw card? Probably it was a person who wanted to make it playable. Which that succeeded. It is surprisingly cheap for that, yeah. Those who enter the copse never leave. They find peace in there and take root, becoming part of the ever-growing grove. Alright, bros, I have an idea. We switch the 2 islands to blue-green pathways, and we add 2 copies of Destroy All Enchantments, and then we can't lose. What do you think about it? About that plan? Does it sound solid? Yeah, I can't win this. Let's think. Can I win if I win? So let's attack. I think that's the smartest thing you've ever heard. Yeah. Other option is to add an Ral, Izzet Viceroy and cope. But that's just objectively terrible. Is Narset an option? It's like bad angle. It's like doesn't really work as an angle that makes sense. Yasharn, Elejnorn, Nivmizet Supreme. Only 2 Nivmizet Reborn, but I just BTL for it. Tolshmir. 2 Omnatiash. Nahiri Harbinger. Like, Claudia always plays Nahiri Harbinger. I don't know about it, but I guess it's just his favorite Boros card, I guess. And Izzet card. Dude, if you don't understand why Nahiri is great in this deck, yeah, then what? Then you're not the only one, yeah. I mean, I think it's just his favorite Boros card. You can go, how do you search for Boros card? I guess you go color, red, white, exactly those colors, Legalin, Pioneer, rarity, uncommon, rare, mythic, search, sorted by price and tickets, Pia. 2 deck choices, Rakdos, Evoke, or Living End. What's your choice? Wait. Let me see. Living End. Bro, just cast Tibalt. Doesn't even bother activating Tibalt. It doesn't matter. Literally, like, no point in doing that. He's just happy to be here. Alright, you won. Congrats. Giganta, the Wellspring. Well. What's my sign kanister? It's twins. Whoa. When I was using the dating application Tinder, I was actually thinking really hard if I should put my zodiac sign in there. Because there's not something that matters to me in any way. But some women do. And there is an option to put it in there. But there is also a possibility that you're attracting the type of a person you wouldn't want to meet anyways if you do that. So it was a really hard decision. I ended up not putting it in there. But I guess if you would want to, assuming like that anyone actually reads it and pays attention to that, assuming you would want to optimize for getting matches, then you could possibly think that you split Otawara. Let's wait. So assuming that people read it and care for it, then you'd probably be better off putting it in there, because you'll have the plausible deniability defense of saying, oh, it was just in the app, so just put it in there, but it actually doesn't matter to me. So that was a complication that also came to my mind. I think optimizing matches may be the play because I have a feeling that they give you more matches if you match more. Well, that depends, because you could be optimizing for the most matches if you... Or you could be optimizing for finding the best match, right? Which I think for a man, normally it's probably more game theory optimal to optimize for more matches to begin with, given the imbalance on those applications. Paul Archer. Bro, just play the combat trick. I don't like that the opponent discarded a Dreadhorde Arcanist. It means they have more creatures and possibly more Dreadhorde Arcanist, but... Pieces of the puzzle. Do you think I'll die if I just let this hit me once? I think I might just very well die. Well, I take pieces for sure, but do I cast it? Let's tank on this light. There's the new card from Eldraine that gives +2 and a roll aura. I know. I could see them not having another threat. My point connived away Dreadhorde Arcanist. I think they would keep more creatures against me. So, like, to get 3 cards, 4 cards. It feels like I'm not really progressing much if I don't cast pieces. TBH. And if I don't die, it doesn't matter. I think I need to cast pieces. This is like plus... This is 2 damage. So let's say I have 10 life. I have 10 life. This is 1. This is +2. 3. And monster roll is +4. That's 7 already. Then I need another +3. Like 2 monster rolls would kill me. Can I bring the toughness to over 5? Maybe I discard Pierce. That also makes some sense. But they connived away the Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's just possible there is more monsters coming, and then I think not casting pieces is really bad for me. I'll cast the pieces. I think I'll pathway on red. No Phoenix. Next turn maybe you can find removal. Maybe I can, but yeah. Like, you know, it's a little bit rough that it's the most threatening guy that they have in their deck. But let's fuck around and find out. Did you actually use your Ral at all, Jandrek? Or did that not come up?
He's a phenomenal control player.
Let kanister_MTG know you've been subbed for 16 months.
Yeah, let the guy know. I feel like if they kill it, if you kill it and they untap and cast another guy, you're in an awful spot. That's what I thought, yeah. If I get to lightning axes after they commit resources to dealing damage, then they are on low amount of stuff. Conniving under Dreadhorde Arcanist, which is a terrible sign. This one is only +2. It's 8, so I guess if they connive a spell, they kill with Homestead Courage. Which they will, probably. Unless they would be giga unlucky, okay. Well... This guy is pretty good for a heroic. It's pretty solid. Do I want to braid? Probably I want to braid. More removal. Crackling Drake versus Reap. Negate. Saheeli. With monster roll, Saheeli kinda not so good. Crackling Drake probably even less so because of Reckless Rage. Let's bring in a Saheeli. Maybe Negate is okay. Pro End seems poor. You know, let's play Negate. Counters the 4 mana spell too if they bring it. What was the upside of not killing the guy with an axe? Like, what's the fucking upside? I get to cast my pieces, bro. Like, the way you phrase that question is so result oriented. It's hard for me not to get slightly angry at your phrasing. It's pretty hard for me to estimate how often I die from this spot, but as I was saying many times during that turn, if they would play another monster, that would also be not so good for me. I didn't have a card to discard to axe, I needed all my cards, kinda. So I didn't see a great line out of this. And pieces was a pretty good line if I don't die and I get to untap. Because then I don't have the brick in my hand, my hand is like full of action once again. I get to perform many actions. And given that they connived away Dreadhorde Arcanist, it seemed very likely to me that they have an extra monster in their hand. Is there a reason you play one mismatched opt? Yes, I like the artwork. Do we put back Cruise or do we put back Arclight Phoenix? Interesting. Do we cast Slide turn 1? I probably put back Phoenix. Don't want to rely on Shredder surviving to have a live card in my hand. I think I put back Phoenix. But then why not run 4 of your favorite artwork? I like 2 different artworks. I don't have a favorite one. Probably should slide. Let's take on the Shredder maybe. But yeah, I like the opts. Roughly 3/4 in favor of the Japanese one versus the yellow one. That is simply how I see things. No turn 1 play. Will he get Rest in Peace? No, we got Dreadhorde Arcanist instead. Okay. So probably opt. Can't play a second Shredder, so it's gonna be opt into Fire Impulse the guy. Maybe I could play the second Shredder now. Instead though. Worst case scenario. Reckless Rage. But yeah, that could happen. It could be like Reckless Rage on this, play 2-drop creature, attack Reckless Rage the other one. Let's avoid that scenario. You can play the Shredder on the extra turn, on the next turn. Rending Volley also, true. I think I can get rid of Spell Pierce. It doesn't seem greatly necessary, but maybe I'm also incentivized to keep it. If I want to keep the Shredder flow. Maybe I simply discarded the second Shredder because I'm not really after it and I'll be cruising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn I can cruise. I would like to keep all of my cards, but I have to make a decision. Spell Piece can help against Rending Volley, not Rending Volley. Reckless Rage specifically doesn't help against Rending Volley. Maybe I discard Consider. If you are cruising, are you piercing? Very good question, but yes. If I don't consider, I'll have slightly more trouble cruising. I think I'll get rid of the Consider. Without being close to sure, but 2 Shredders is gonna mean that it's gonna be harder for them to clean them up, and they're gonna both be conniving and cards are gonna be flowing. a little bit of a bottleneck here. Defiant Strike, sure. It's a good sign. 10 of District Legionnaire. Getting rid of the pathway. Pretty sure. Play second shatter, keep Spell Pierce up. Attack. I think is the line that I won't take. Don't need to play the Vents, but could. But I don't think I need to. Is Heroic a good matchup? I'd assume so. I think it's a good matchup, yeah. Not like super overwhelmingly so, but have enough removal to hit the creatures. And when I played Heroic versus Phoenix, I struggled. Monster Roll makes Heroic tiny bit better in general, so that makes it a better matchup, but for them, but I would think that structurally it's still in favor of the Phoenixos. So let's look up legality of incest. Consensual incest by country, legal. Illegal prison sentence. In Polandia too. Brazil. It's like fine, you can do that. So you go to prison for just illegal for opposite sex pairings, legal for same sex pairings, I guess. It makes sense, I guess. If that's the thing that I'd be worried about. Illegal, penalties, death, fuck. The school emoji on Wikipedia too. Albania legal. Alright, let's go. Polandia. Hope my sister isn't watching. Illegal. Linear ancestors and descendants. Guardian or ward. Full, half and step siblings? From 3 months to 5 years in prison? It's like it's for the act? Like, I guess. Oh, Phoenix, nice. You know what? I should spell pierce this. In the UK, there is a big problem with cousin marriage, and their children have a really high proportion of birth defects. Well, sure, but step siblings with strangers, like by blood, then you go to 5 years to prison because you indulged. I would like an axe. I'm gonna die to this guy. It's also a 5/5 already. Hard to kill. The 10th is under heavy attack, but it's being handled. I sent Mileva. Let's go. Protection from red in response to that. That's my chance. I'll discard a chart. I probably should have bottomed it. Or not taken it. Slow player was the previous one. They actually chose pro red. So they don't draw with Ancestral Anger now. Okay. Nice play, buddy. I mean, like, it would be like +1 and they would draw a card, so it's still 7 power. I'm not dying at 12 life to it, but it's a bit scary. Are spells put in the graveyard only after resolving? Yes. Why not attack with Shredder? Because I might block. Maybe unwise. Nice Lightning Axe. It's 11, I have 7, 11, 13, toughness. 2 cards left in hand, okay. So I can just block 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power versus 8 toughness. I'm sure I should board out the Trespass. Right, opponent. We want to play the Wordle game. This is funny because in Japanese Suki means something else, but in Polish Suki means bitches. So when they say Suki, 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 it just sounds really funny. Dum pum 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 dum dum dum. What does it mean in Japanese? I think it's like to like or to love, I'm not entirely sure. Probably some more nuance in the meaning too, but that's I think, what it does mean. I think I can attack, maybe I can die to a Swiss Spear with something, but I have Lightning Axe too, so it seems pretty hard. Can also just jump with Thing in the Ice if needed. How did Nastroya before Lila, Mr. Streamer? Good. Good. I have mostly decent results with Phoenix, except for today. I'll cut negates. It means like, but can be interpreted as romantic liking, exactly. Well put. Leather colored Master Spunk, a nice name. For the record. Nice knee. Thanks. You've got a nice knee too. Do you have running volley? Something. Bro, Thing in the Ice hits like a so-called track. Do I like Kiora? Yeah, maybe. One copy of combo? Probably is bad. No, it's probably worse than cheap cards. Can't clank my hand early. I mean, it's not like Negate is super cheap, but less double spell. If you were to play Legacy Challenge, would I play Rhinos? No. I would play JH Kiora in the Legacy Challenge if I could, but I can't, so I'm not even considering playing the tournament. Those bountiful breasts, yeah. Shield-bearing hips of a literal goddess. Damn. It hurts so much knowing that I'll never mate with her, pass my genes through her, and have her birth a set of perfect offspring. Was sad about somebody else and it was appropriated for JH Kiora. Thanks, alright, probably Magic the Gathering. I found a 2016 post from Arcopypasta. I'm fucking shaking. I never wanted to breed with anyone more than I want to with Halloween Mercy. Halloween Mercy. Why would Blizzard create something super perfect to fucking tantalize us, fucking laugh in our faces? Just fucking can't anymore, fuck. Let's look up Halloween Mercy. Yeah, looks nice. Ay, ay, ay. Keep die. Sounds like a great plan. Do I prefer Kiora or Vaporeon? Kiora. Is Song of Creation bad in today meta? Yes. Halloween Mercy is worse than normal Mercy? Sure. That's a really weak play. Might just get simply Reckless Raged, but I have another Shredder, so... do it. Ooh, no Rage? Or want to get a Prowess Trigger out of it? Okay, I like that. Give me a connive, my friend. Puppy, puppy. I mean, I'm at 7, so it's not so hot, but... I think I want connive over Spell Piercing. Could die to Monstrous Rage plus protection from blue. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, those two cards enough alone are enough to kill me. God's willing. I just fucking can't. Those literal hips of a damage dealing monster are too much for me. Monster. Token enchantment aura. Is it not a monster roll? Just says monster. Well, maybe you're gonna choose the wrong color. Phoenix is a good deck, ... Yes, it is. Objectively, that's true. As evidence, you can look at TSP and they're going 3-0 right now. Homosexual parent offspring are not prohibited in Nepal. I'll keep that in mind if it ever comes up. Deaf. Child, grandchild, sibling, adopted child, or child of his or her sibling who's below the age of 18. Life imprisonment or up to 6 months imprisonment or a fine. I choose the second option. I choose the second option when like given those options. Saint Lucia. Island country on the West Indies in the Eastern Caribbean. Okay. Any Saint Lucians? ...617 square kilometers. Population 188,000. That's actually many more than the Palau. If you don't know what is the country, it's an island. Seems like. St. Vincent de Grenadines is an island country in the Caribbean. Senegal is an island country in West Africa, I see. Seems like at 03 people just don't show up for matches. Seychelles is an island country in Africa. Well, but kinda. Same-sex relations are always prohibited. Up to 7 years in prison or fine. So it's like, fine. Ukraine legal. Turkey legal. United States X or legal. Why are we on this bed? Just have to kill time. May I ask for the context of the incest bit? Something happened in that Wordle game. I don't remember what, but it made me check something. Made me check legality of incest and in Zimbabwe, countries in Africa that criminalize incest. In Zimbabwe, most forms of incest are illegal and an offender is currently liable to a fine up to or exceeding level 14. What's level 14? I find it interesting that you can, depending on where it happens, you can either be sentenced to death or not. It's kind of funny in a way, right? Level 14 fine, yeah. Level 14 fine does sound pretty funny too. In Poland, incest is defined in Article 201 of the Penal Code as sexual intercourse with an ancestor, descendant, guardian, ward, brother or sister, and is punishable by imprisonment for no less than 3 months and no more than 5 years. Incest is not specifically prohibited under Portuguese law. Incest between consenting adults has been decriminalized in Serbia since the adoption of the 2005 Penal Code. Article 197 of the Penal Code prohibits only incest between an adult and a minor relative and between an adult and a minor sibling. Amendments in 2009 increased the penalty from the previous 3-year prison sentence to a term between 6 months minimum and a 5-year maximum prison sentence. Cool. In Ukraine, Article 155 of the Criminal Code prohibits penetrative sex with anyone under 16. The same article also prohibits incest with a person under 16. I guess that by definition, I guess. By like extension of that. Logical extension. I wonder if 2005 Alban has changed the meta in Serbia, possibly. Well, Serbia. Yeah. Hall of Storm Giants, yes. Is it a mirror in the O3 bracket? Let's go. No better way to boost my morale than to do this. Yes. Yes. Let's map an O3 too. Yes. Literally the last player in the tournament. Axe. Trum 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 da da rum pum 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 da da tum pum para da da. Do I think anything would change if IRL games were like online, e.g. with clocks like chess? Yes. But again, it's kind of like a definitionally you asking me if things would change, if things would change. Yes, they would change. Was your like basic statement was that they would change, yeah. You can get impulse down, the shadow is really bad. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. No shredders anymore. No, we're not necessarily getting shredded. It's fine. Active player, non-active player, so I need to do it during their turn. Then I can axe both. Spell piece can save, Shredder can also double spell to save the Shredder. So maybe instead just like let the one live. Don't love that. But I guess I have to let one live, so. Hole might be okay. The Returning Phoenix might also be okay. Keeping Otawara to bounce the Phoenix might be okay. More Phoenix. I wish I had the Phoenix to block the to be discarded to Lightning Axe, but here we are. Do I think anything would change if IRL games were like Ram Ranch, e.g. with Cowboy Cox? Yeah, definitionally. What do I think of the red-white heroic matchup for Phoenix? I think it's ahead, but slightly, not too much. Not. It's easier to die out of nowhere if the monster all keep making land drops. A land is not bad, but a card in the graveyard is also not bad. Sure. That's so bad. Why got so many knives? That's their hand? How is that treasure cruise in their graveyard? I guess they cast it, that's how. Let's go at Trespass. Connive again, brother. Kill, take an extra turn, attack for 18. Perfect. Bros, Phoenix is so good. That's why we play in the O3 bracket together with my opponent. We have an extra impulse over a slide. 2 negates is not great again. Let's go 1 and 3, and then we can go 4 and 3 in this challenge. Isn't Saheeli good in the mirror? I don't think she's valuable at all. She makes ground 1/1s, where every other creature flies. She's a sorcery speed card. She's not a pieces hit. She doesn't go over the top of Temporal Trespass. She gets attacked down by Phoenixes. Seems terrible, I think. There's no graveyard hate in the mirror traditionally, so like can just use Phoenixes as my threats. Freely. I think Cruz goes. Trespass on the bottom relevant. Need to be aware of that. No pieces. Don't counter this. Thanks. Missed land drop though. Maybe my opponent will play Crackling Drake. Sometimes people do that. Would be good for me. Oh, they have a Saheeli. Oh, okay, let's find out if she's good in the mirror. The 1/1 tokens are gonna make a difference. No option to return. Phoenix, really? Land return. 2 Phoenixes actually, no. I would need to get that. Like, I would need to double Lightning Axe the Servo token or use my own spell, which I don't want to do it this badly. Opt to hope to get opt cantrip into Lax. Okay. Seems like it paid off not to do that a little bit. I can't answer the Shredder. Maybe I play the second one. The second one could be disputed, but it's fine. One, two, three, four, five. I'll just discard the Phoenix. Like, possibly could not discard the Phoenix if I want to cast Cruise next turn, but I'll by axe I'll cast Cruise 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the shadows are gonna trigger and I'm gonna have a lot of cards, yeah. Just discard Phoenix, simple. Alright, Saheeli looking good so far. Especially if my point card removal for it. Pretty sublime indeed. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright. Opponent, please. Come on. How strong is the combination against the mirror? Trespass, it's really good. Nice Crackling Drake. Peak Crackling Drake here. One, two, three, four, five. I think I can discard the axe. Or a Pierce. Pierce unlikely to do. Yeah, discard Pierce. I mean, I can Pierce a Pierce here, but I can also pay for it. I don't know. Can connive the second axe too. Seems worth growing the shredders. I'll draw more stuff that does something. Yeah. So I get 2 Phoenixes if I do that, so let's just cast all of the things. Not so good, but I should discard Vance after triple right in play. Right? Yeah, right. Is Fable plus Drake an option to outgrind the bean decks? I don't think Fable is any good in Phoenix. Every time I tried it, it was underwhelming for a multitude of reasons. It is a bit better versus Leyline Binding, but just like the goblins don't do anything is a problem. They're still like vastly smaller than the big cards, right? I think Drake is okay to have. Gives you an out of killing a person. But specifically Negate, it's kinda poor against Bean decks. Specifically. Because they get enough redraws that they can just ignore. Chooses Consider, puts Ledger Shredder into the graveyard, cool. And Saheeli. Other Phoenix. Okay, so I have 2 Phoenix, 6, 7, 8, 9. Discard Shredder, not Phoenix, I appreciate that. So if I draw Trespass, I'll win, unless they keep those to block, which probably interesting. Makes sense, because if we trade in combat, it's better for them. I don't think I've heard you say cool beans once during your bean matchups. Yeah, my draws were not so cool beans, ironically. But probably I should have said that nonetheless. Ale paździerz dobieram, kurde, no. I think my opponent borrowed out impulses. I want to deploy the hall, maybe should play an island to be able to connive with spell piece plus axe. Not sure. Ay, caramba. Negate, iteration, opt. What deck in Super League? I don't know yet. Need to choose something. Probably I will play the beans. I have to say that the Super League timing didn't work so great for me. Besiege, oops. I would rather win than meme, I think. Sorry, Bucha. What do we do here? I can axe this or not axe at all. So focus my graveyard. Oh, there is 4, 5, 6. I mean, I probably need to kill opponent. 1, 2, 3. Wow, buka. Buka. Let's probably kill this. Ran, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have to end step cast this. Can get pierced or not. It's just a really good draw. There is a prize for the Modern Super League. Yeah, it's not like super big. You can win Modo boosters, I think. I need to check. Still kills with the hole. It's a good thing I play the hole. Probably went kinda aggro with the line. It shouldn't have Lightning Axe based on their behavior, so. Does the current performance make me question my deck choice, Mr. Streamer? No, not at all. What have I been playing against today? I played against Niv Mizzet twice. It's not a good matchup. Trundle bed is a bed with another pull-out bed underneath. Can you have a trundle bed with a bed with another bed pull-out bed underneath, which has another pull-out bed underneath? Will we look at today's Modern Challenge checklist someday? Nie, ale fajny wynik zrobiłeś. You had one when you were a kid? Like a trundle bed or a trundle bed? Ah. Silver, tweed, rod, sparrow, brown, tackle, hook, pink, caw, Jones, violet, reel, turquoise, chirp, lure, clack. Chirp, clack, caw, tweed. Bird sounds good. Captain Hook, Captain Sparrow, Captain Jones, and Captain Silver. Alright. Fictional pirates, doesn't need to be captain, okay. Brown, turquoise, pink, violet colors. Wow. Okay, that was simple. Rod, tackle, reel, lure, fishing gear. Okay, simple. Bro, this game is giga fun. It's much more fun than Magic. Just did 26. 27. Bean espresso, basically the same. Almond, pecan, peanut, cashew, walnut. Five different nuts. What's a Kelly? Americano, espresso. Well, round has started, but the opponent is stalling, so. Excuse me. Americano, espresso, late, and cappuccino. Emerald, olive, forest. Add those colors of green. Let's go Kelly. Shades of green. Kelly green. Never heard of it. Okay, so now go bean, not bean. Almond, peanut, pecan, walnut, cashew. It's still 5. Fuck me. Peanut, almond, pecan. I mean, walnut is like basic bitch. No. Doesn't work. Green beans, okay. No peanut, why? Peanut, fox, bean, clean. Mr. Bean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Fox. What's Mr. Fox? Mr. Peanut. Mr. Fox. Fantastyczny Pan Lis? What? 2009 movie? Okay. Almond, pecan, walnut, cashew. 3 nuts. Where do peanuts grow? Może orzech ziemny to w ziemi rośnie? Yeah, they do grow underground. Makes sense. 27. We just did 27. 28. Bermuda Triangle. I don't know. Tie, bow, scarf. Bermuda Love Triangle. Acute Triangle. What does it mean, acute triangle? Right triangle. Że prosty. Yes, yes, makes sense. Bow. Bow tie, scarf. What's an ascot? Okay, fancy scarf. Let's go then. Ah, shit. Maybe it's a bolo. Maybe just some word is different. Bow, starboard, port. Stern. What's a stern? Ship directions. Bow, port, starboard, and stern. Cool. Scarf, ascot, tie, bolo. Okay, bolo sounds like neckwear, yeah. I have no idea what's a bolo, but detergents. All era gain tide. Oh yeah. So funny. You see like a word like tide and like you don't think at all about the fact that it's supposed to be tide. They're like tide pods that you eat every now and then. Bolo to takie kowbojskie gówno. Taka ta chusta na mordę kowbojska. Fajnie. Quen Brown Trophy Peck Hauser Commander Medal Cap Bill House Grey Quad Quen Quad. Yeah, lat, tree and peck muscles informally. Lat, peck, quad, tree. Good. Trophy, medal, ribbon. And what else? Was a Hauser? Cup. Guess you can win a cup, like World Magic Cup, or like the trophy, World Cup. Commander. Quen. Dr. Hauser, Dr. House, Dr. Quinn, Dr. Bill, Dr. Gray. Okay, I don't know who's Dr. Gray. Maybe it's from the famous Meredith Grey from Chirurdzy, Stacji ABC. Okay. It's not even from Grey's Anatomy, chat. It's from Chirurdzy, which I don't know how it translates to. No, it is Grey's Anatomy. Shit. Bros. In Polish, Grey's Anatomy is translated to surgeons. That's crazy. Bill Bear, Commander Brown. NFL players. What the heck is NFL? We just did 29. Let's go 30. Cream, garlic, pork, raw, mirror, beef, spot, eggshell, poultry, steak, tiff, vanilla, ivory, quarrel, venison, crucifix, venison, beef, pork, poultry, meats, good. Vanilla, cream, garlic. Can you translate some words in Polish so we can learn? Alright. Garlic. It's gonna be czosnek. Eggshell is gonna be skorupka od jajka. Quarrel is gonna be kłótnia. I think. Maybe actually I'm confusing the word. Crucifix to będzie crucifix. Eggshell, ivory, steak, crucifix, that's like, you can crucify someone, you can stake, murder someone, you can like murderous row, is that like a thing? I don't know. Garlic, crucifix, mirror, steak, damn, that's nice. Anti-vampire, yeah, nice theme. What's diff? So cream, ivory, eggshell, vanilla, off-white shades, okay. Raw, spot, tiff, coral. I don't know what that means. Synonyms for argument, okay. I didn't know those words. 630. No, we just did. Right. 7 first. King, Oat, Stone, Rice, Barley, Bong, Duke, Ford, Brown, Spelt, Lee, Earl, Howard, Baron, Rye, Prince, Prince, King, Duke, Earl. No. Baron, Prince, Duke, King, Earl. Alright, royal titles we get there after 3 attempts. Lee, Howard, Ford, Harrison Ford, Harrison Brown, Harrison Bong, and Harrison Lee. Makes sense? Not so sure though. Oat, rice, rye, barley. That sounds like the same thing, except I don't know what's a barley. It's not, doesn't work. Spelt, oat, rye, barley. Grains, okay. Brown, Ford, Lee, Howard. Reed, Duke, Reed, Howard, Reed, Lee, Reed, Ford. Stone, Rice, Bong, Brown. Stone, Rice, Brown, Bang. Rice, Duke. Hit the Bong. Hit the Stone. Hit the Howard. No. Hit the Rice. No. Rice, Duke, Howard, Brown. Colleagues, you say. Universities. Alright, what's up with those last? Best Director Oscar winners. Okay, so just names. Keep. 2 Phoenixes, have to keep. Jack Rabbit. What's Giganta Watery Grave? Is that Inverter? Rona, the common Rona decks are not Watery Grave decks. They're also not Giganta decks, but maybe. A male donkey is also called a jack. True. Actually, I did not know that, so thank you. Thank you for letting me know. New card. Lucky to draw pieces anyways. This is a Rana deck. With Maze Mind Tome main deck. And Tashigur. Right, a creature has been deployed, so we get to summon 2 Phoenixes. Conveniently. The Virgin Phoenix net decker versus each other on a home brewer. And as this message gets posted, kanister wins. Curious. Spellpiece doesn't look so great. But I'll just one sideboard, I guess, besides that. Are you a net decker when you write the net for the deck? Well, I don't, so yes, I am. But if you, then I don't know. Whoops. Where is my removalos? I wanted to make a smart observation that my opponent likely has a T-Var in their hand. But obviously they do, given that they deployed a T-Var. What do I think about Honkai Star Rail? I have not played that game, I only played Genshin Impact. But I played Genshin Impact for 700 days, logging in without ever stopping. And I found the game to be quite enjoyable, but also, well, maybe a bit too enjoyable for my own good. Go blank. Wow. Sure. I've never played Raid Shadow Legends, no. I've stopped playing Genshin earlier this year, and I was actually pretty happy to have done so, because it was a little bit of liberation in my life. Being able to spend time in the morning looking at Reddit on my phone instead of looking at Genshin Impact dailies on my phone. What Reddit do you browse? Slay the Spire. Mostly. And I read all the Slay the Spire memes and card evaluations. I have not played Slay the Spire in a few months, but still. Unfortunately, I haven't found a second fire impulse to shoot down T-Var, Jace rather, when it tries to flip. Or to attack T-Var with both, just a misclick because I was speaking. Well, it's fine. It's fine, brothers. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It's probably worse than not flipping right now, right? But they're out of T-Vars. All 4 T-Vars were gone, so I shouldn't. Nice footsies. GG, yeah. GG, yeah. Nice cruise. This time no cap. I don't think Shredder does much. At this point, removals and time walks are what I am looking for. Chase face. No removal. Good. Impulse. And a divination post-combat. We have another removal and a mystical dispute, and we can go trespass hole next turn, then attack with the hole. Which would be like 6, 6, 7, which adds to 12, 19, which is lethal. Very nice. Ay caramba. Tomorrow there's a Pioneer Prelim at 9 AM. Maybe I'm gonna wake up and play it. Yeah, this will be cool. I'll try to do that. Prędzej jaja wyrosną na kaktusie niż ten prelim się odpali. Nie odpala się zazwyczaj? No to a bit rough. There's other 9 AM prelims which also don't fire often. Like, I tried playing the 9 AM modern prelim on Thursdays a few times and it fires like half the time. It's not good if it doesn't fire. Tacy sami, a jaja między nami. It's an interesting choice to run Maze Mind Tome main deck. It's not like a very potent card, but alright, a thought exercise for the chat because we are being slow here and I have an interesting thought. How much better does Phoenix become in Pioneer if it gets to swap fiery impulses for lightning bolts? For what's like, for the matter, others don't get to swap to bolts. If this fiery impulse is a lightning bolt right now and I get to go iteration, bolt phase 9. Probably I will not make it myself, but order it at some place and I will see, then enslave someone for a little bit of money to try it. It's turbo sweet rum drink, not worth. What if I do like sweet things though? Also chat, did you know that you can request songs by typing ! Song request? Let's actually opt turn 1 because I don't know what I'm playing against. For some reason I didn't think you drank alcohol. I do. Not too much. Well, yeah, not too much. Is it just Rakdos? Uno, dos, Rakdos. It's just Rakdos, yeah. It's simply Rakdos. Whoa, I'm a god. I know that pieces fit, cause I've seen them fit my pit. Maybe I should have taken the impulse, but... Probably. Roger's main deck, Sorodog, Slaughter Games, me. Alright, good thing I played that Shredder then. Last 3 Rakdos opponents I faced on Arena were playing Waste Not. Is that becoming more popular? No, not really. Maybe? I don't know. Who knows what's happening on Arena? I don't think it's particularly popular on Moda, it's just that I'm in the free bracket, so... things... happening in an adventurous manner. Like Phoenix, yeah, certainly could say that. I probably should have... Well, could I have connived during their turn? I should have. Probably shouldn't discard Axe either. Waste Not seems solid against my deck. I need not to mill my hall. How many Shredders in the graveyard? 1, 2. Okay, there's one more Shredder. Just not cast pieces. Don't want to mill hall. I just take 1 pieces in case. It's game 1. My opponent has Extinction Even, Hindetsugu's Consumes All, and Slaughter Games. They probably played Besiege the Mirror in their deck. I guess. That's why they play those funny cards. I could axe my thing to save the last Shredder in my deck. Just have no resources. Can we win? I have halls in my deck like this. I can win no problem unless I middle halls with pieces, but probably should cast pieces on the next turn. So I'm just thinking if I should axe the Shredder now. I mean, whatever. Let's check for the halls. Both halls in the deck still. I was supposed to kill this, but I forgot. Alright, Holm Star Giants milled, so I can double pieces now. Well milled drawn. Did I mill the second hole? No, not even. I guess a fatal push would be awkward against my hole, but okay, we won. Despite slaughter games in the end on my Schrader. Abrade. Maybe Brotherhood's End can also answer the heresies if they play that, but I don't know if they do. Maybe I discard Shredder because Shredder forces discards against Waste Node, which is not super great. It's not like we've had many axe targets though. Let's limit the Shredders. Let's have axes because of Droll Dread. Spell Pierce seem not too bad. I don't want negates. Maybe have one Brotherhood's End. I think Trespass seems valuable. Alright, let's do it like this. If you were in the story Goldilocks and Three Bears, would you rather be the Papa Bear, the Mama Bear, or the Baby Bear? Please answer honestly. I don't remember that story very well. Did they have defining characteristics? The bears? That would make being one more interesting than being the others. All gay. What? Like small, medium, or large balls of soup depends on my hunger levels. Phoenix Pow Pow, I'm free. They're getting a buy and all of that, but it is Pow Pow. Yeah, we are free. We are free. We lost 2 first rounds of this tournament to Yorion, Bring to Light, Niv Mizzet, which seemed like a troublesome matchup. Meow. creature makes zombie, right? Yeah. Bring it on. It's gonna be like Dark Deal. Everyone discards their hand, draws -1, and they're gonna draw 4 cards. All these spooky. All that seems like grab my deck and see that it's all weak type situation. Given the amount of time they're spending on their selection. Troll Dread, sure. Yeah, whatever. I care very little about that. Not a fan of Negate in this matchup. Seems like it on a lot of potential targets like Besiege, Slaughter Games D, and Go Blank. Yeah, I don't think I'll have much opportunity to hold Negate early, and then I don't want to top deck it. In general, Negate is kind of bad in Phoenix, and you tap out a lot. So I was actually pretty unhappy with the negates overall. So I probably play 1 Negate. You didn't expect Kanister to still be playing. Well, here we are. Liliana of the Veil. Cool. Alright, you get my chart. But you do draw a card then, so maybe I just discard a Drake, you get a zombie. Well, you get my chart. I don't want to cast a chart anyways. Okay. Big dragon coming. Yes. Ah. Right on time. Could I have attacked them with the servos? Yes, maybe, but... Should have pierced my fire impulse? I really don't think it matters whether I did or not. Positively, but maybe it could have mattered negatively. Rip. The end. I mean, not super ahead right now if I draw a blank. Opponent's deck is superior in certain ways, maybe. Mayhaps, as they say. Maybe not worth it. But, you know. Pay for this. My waste now doesn't really do anything, but let's draw. Let's try Juicer. That's what I'm talking about. Probably should have let, I don't know, maybe I should have let waste not happen. Fuck. What juice is left? I mean, like, cantrips and not lands. Every cantrip is a... Bułka, czemu mi drapiesz planszówki? Oh no, they can copy Joldred. It's so bad. Double end, that kills my Saheeli. It's terrible. Cool. That will destroy artifacts. Good idea. No. Let's draw 2. I'm gonna fucking lose to this. The end on the Drake was actually incredible. They've cast 4 waste knots. They took my Brotherhood's end. An irrelevant card over the one that's actually pretty good. Sure. Well, that worked out badly for them. No. Finally, after combats, they have the lands. I'll try to kill the land and Kiki, I think. But probably should have pre-combat. Anyways. At least I have no cards, so they can't make me discard. I have 3 tokens ready to block the Hive. Nice comeback, streamer. One of those wins was a no-show. But, you know, it's a nice comeback. Oh no, my Saheeli. Push, okay. I mean, it's fine. Well, they have 20 life, we haven't won, but... I have no more threats in my deck, so those needs to... Okay, I guess I have a threat. Fuck. I mean... Probably not. How often are you casting 2 at this point? Whenever I draw an opt. Duress. Well, I have cantrips and I have a trespass in my deck. Also drawing with castle, they could play 2 spells with duresses. Fotsies. Well, to make 2 zombies, I guess. Besiege the mirror. What's the face on card? Joldred. Okay. Should draw the castle immediately too. Now I draw the fucking cruise, obviously. When Joldred drops. Cool. Expected no less. Oh, nice. Well. Brotherhood's End can deal with hairs. It's pretty bad. Besides that, they have push. They have all of the DNs. Like Saheeli is pretty good. We have hold 2. Let's have 4 axes because they seem like many Joldreds. I don't know about Negate. It still doesn't look too good to me. And even if when you top deck, they top deck all of the duresses. Holding it up seems poor. They have 2 Shredder or 2 Fire Impulse, just that Shredder is a liability whenever they have Waste Not. Let's have Fire Impulse, I can shoot my Phoenix. In case of the end. It's a bit tricky, their deck lines up in few weird ways. But I know I can have Thing in the Ice. I guess. And Brotherhood's End for hairs. I don't know. Is the combination good here? It seems, I mean, like, we want me to have more threats. It seems excellent. Iteration is a flashback spell against discard spells. The graveyard hate was an unlicensed heirs. Probably that game could have been played differently at some point. Something could have been done better. What's ease? We actually should take Sleight of Hand, maybe. Fuck me. I have 1 Abrade and I cut the Brotherhood's End because it was so bad. It's a great draw. Kinda. Oxa. This game is not looking good, except that I'm gonna be up a cruise on my opponent, which that aspect is looking okay, but besides that, it's not. Where Drake? Drake would just get de-ended. Saheeli. I gave them to life. Is Phoenix good deck or not? You decide. I'm playing in Lilias. I'm also dragging the entire challenge. Nice. Am I on the list yourself? What does that mean? Oh, the list of players? No, no, no. My Yahoo, my Yahoo, my Yahaha, my Yahi, my Yahoo, my Yahoo, my Yahaha. Salut. Hallo. Da. Trum pum pum trum trum. Race, race, la luma luma ye. Luma luma ye. Numa 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 ye. Luma luma ye. How big is that? 8-8? That's crazy. I'm fucking ready to chump block with my whole of the Storm Giants. Never been more ready to do that. We have a good pieces, we can be back in the game like immediately. Should have killed the Goblin Shamans, they can't grow. He chose not to use the Fable. Numa 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 ye. Dupa dupa day. Yeah, should have killed this on my turn, that was a mistake. Oops. Paying cost, let's go, de-end my Phoenix, extract all of them. No, just push. Cool. Yeah. 50th place.